This episode's sponsored by LadyFootlocker.com. You have a lot going on. Work, school, friends, kids, cocktail parties. Go prepared and look good while you're doing it. Head to everydaytriggers.tv/lady to save 10% off orders $50 or more at LadyFootlocker.com. Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Schomer, and today we're going to create the Jack's Back cocktail. This recipe features some old-time charcoal mellow Tennessee whiskey, Jack Daniels.
Otherwise known as,
AKA. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's get some awards. So we've got...
AKA is also known as.
Yeah.
Otherwise would be OKA.
OKA. 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. So I just got some lemons over here. We'll figure out how to get 3/4 later. 1.5 ounces of fresh raspberry puree. So I took a little machine. If you've watched our cocktails, if you've watched our coconut rum making, where I blended up that coconut, well, not blended, but pureed it basically into a bunch of chips. I used that same machine to make the raspberry puree. Dump some raspberries, done. Ounce of Jack Daniels. 3/4 ounce of Blackberry Liqueur. I didn't have any Blackberry Liqueur. That's a nice typo you got there, by the way. Blackberry Liqueur spelled way wrong. Blackberry.
Huh.
So I searched online. There was another recipe, the Harry Potter we were going to do, that requires Chambord and Blackberry Liqueur. I can't get Blackberry Liqueur. I don't know why. It's just they don't have it in New Hampshire. So Chambord is my substitute for this recipe because it's got blackberries in it and red raspberries, so we're going to use that.
It's going to have a little bit different taste.
I think it's going to synergize because we've got raspberry puree and a black raspberry liqueur.
So you might get more of a raspberry out of it.
I hope. We got a little dash of simple syrup, sweeten it up a bit, and I think that's it. Oh no, it's not. It's not it. Cranberry juice. So we're going to do 1.5 ounces of cranberry juice. That is it. Mix it. Shake it. We're going to shake it with our raspberry puree. Strain is probably going to get some of the seeds out or whatnot, but you should still get some nice rich flavor, I'm guessing. So this is a little more than I need because it's kind of hard to exact out what you need for a puree when you're blending up a bunch of berries. I can't read it anymore. Oh, wow, perfect. So we got fresh, literally. Story for you. They're so fresh. I had them in the refrigerator for a week waiting, and then this morning, somebody ate them all.
Whatever. He complains all the time. I buy raspberries. Nobody eats them. They go bad. So now that I eat them, he's like, I needed them for the show. Why'd you eat them?
No. I hid them so nobody would find them, and you moved them, and I hid them again, and then you ate them.
Because you complain that nobody eats them, and you hide them. Like,
I was hiding them on purpose.
Yeah, well.
That was purposely done. Otherwise, I put them where the kids can reach.
All you had to do was communicate and say.
I didn't know it was going to be a thing that needed to be communicated.
Yeah, well,
I thought it was
a
known because I hid them.
No, I figured they got tossed in the back with all the other crap that you had to fit in the refrigerator.
No. It's not how I roll.
Yes, that is.
If you want kids to eat something, you put it at kids' reach.
Right, which is why I found it weird.
Ow. That was feeling good. All right, we got our lemons. There's a little citrus in there. Let's throw in dry it up a little bit with a little 1.5 ounces of cranberry juice.
Are you paying attention to what you're putting in?
No.
So you forget something again.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I do it twice. We're going to do a dash of simple syrup. Oh, dash. Yeah. That's just nice. Screw that simple syrup back onto the top so you can never get it out. The last two ingredients over here, the alcohols. Oh, jeez. All right, there we go. I almost had a heart attack there. 3/4 ounce. That's half. That's 3/4 of our Chambord. And finally, the awarded the highest gold medal standard Tennessee whiskey with old-fashioned charcoal mellowed stuff. Not a huge fan of Jack Daniels myself, but it's undeniably very popular. and it's back. There you go.
You heard that bang? That was our front door closing.
Go figure. You got to keep the kids entertained while you're doing cocktail videos. In this case, it's slip and slide. This looks really good, just on look alone.
We don't care about looks. We
No.
care about taste. Well,
Looks are
pretty
superficial.
Cool.
I think it's gonna look really sexy.
Only ugly people say that.
This is true. There you go. Looks don't matter if you're ugly. Little Collins action. I didn't even think it would measure out. Oh, look at that. It's like it's meant to go into a Collins glass. Sorry, but that's just too cool. And you still get the seeds because they're pretty thin, so they fall through. And they're actually sinking.
Daiquiri.
Yeah, a little fresher. Strawberry daiquiri without any strawberries.
Yeah, but you still have the seeds like you do have strawberries. They're just raspberries instead.
It's very like rich, sweet raspberry smell. Fruity. Ooh, sour bite. And a finish that is undeniable Jack Daniel's flavor. It just it lingers when all the raspberries are still there, but when all the flavors start to subside and kind of dissipate, that's when the Jack Daniel's comes out and it's like, wow! That's my surprise.
Right.
This is pretty good. The cranberry juice and lime definitely bring a little bit of bite at the end. I'm gonna have to call it a sour drink, I think, but it's sweet too. No, you know what? It's not really sweet. It's berry-like. Sour berry. That's what it is. Slightly sour, ever so mild. If you're not into sour drinks or they're a turn-off, or better yet, I've experienced this, when somebody says, get me a sour drink, and you get them a sour drink, and they're like, whoa, that's too sour. They don't really know what they want. I think this would probably serve us very well because it's just a little bit so that they know they got that sourness, and they get that fresh berry, and everybody likes fresh berries. They don't want to like stale ones, right? Or ones with mold on them. It's a no-no. Shaking her head. All right, there you go. EverydayDrinkers.tv. By the way, this recipe, thank you, Boxer Fan Joe, for this recipe, who's been pretty much harassing me for like 4 weeks or so to do it. It's done. We're teaching you how to drink.